Taco Taco is on 7th at the foot of the bridge to East L.A. By day, it's a no-frills cafe, selling food to workers from nearby factories and warehouses. After midnight, if you have $20 and get the nod from the hulking Vato gatekeeper, you can enter through the back door and whoop it up till dawn. The Vato recognizes Joe and Baba and lets them right in. They've been here before, and white boys stand out. It takes Joe's eyes a few minutes to adjust to the smoky, skunky murk. It's like being at the bottom of the ocean with all the eels and the crabs. The revelers are mostly Latino, Mexican, Salvadorian, Guatemalan, and mostly male. They bob their heads to the heavy beat of the Spanish-language hip-hop booming out of giant speakers, mouthing the lyrics and throwing up hand signs. The restaurant's counter serves as the bar. Cute girls in booty shorts and bikini tops sell 40-ounce Tecates and plastic shot glasses of tequila. Joe and Baba grab beers and maneuver through the crowd to a second room where there's a craps setup, 2 blackjack tables, and a dozen flashing slot machines. Joe figures out why Baba was so hot to come tonight when he spots the Mexican girls the dude was hitting on earlier at the shorty. Baba goes off to talk to them, leaving Joe by himself. He thinks he might play cards, but every seat at both tables is taken. The $25 minimum is too rich for him anyway. He watches a Chinese guy, an older man in a suit and sunglasses, who's betting $100 a hand. The other younger players bluster and howl at every turn of the cards, but the Chinese guy sits silent and still, stirring only to rake in his winnings or push out more chips. Joe's digging his style until the dude pulls a cigarette from his pack, taps it on the table, and lights the wrong end. Joe turns to look for Baba and sees Danny Bones with some of his boys. Danny's a 40-ish Boyle Heights gangster who started on corners but leveled up to become a dealer to the stars. Now he knows actors, rappers, Lakers. Joe met him at the shortstop and has sent more than a few customers his way. He gets the idea he should introduce Baba to him and drags the kid away from the girls, saying, "I got someone I want you to meet." "But I don't want to meet anybody," Baba says. Danny stares blankly at them as they approach. "What's up, Chief?" Joe says. "Joe Hustle," Danny says, still blank. He wears old-school Pendleton and Dickies cholo drag, but all his original garbage tattoos have been covered by custom work by Mr. Cartoon, which is the street equivalent of flashing a Rolex to let fools know what's what. "This is my buddy Baba O'Reilly," Joe says. "He works at the shorty with me." Danny gives Baba an almost imperceptible what's up nod. "Baba likes to get down," Joe says, tapping his nose. "So?" Danny says. His disdain slices through the fog in Joe's head. A kid like Baba, a gangster like Danny. What the fuck was he thinking? "So remember him," he says, not letting on that he knows he's screwed up. Danny hisses and smiles a mean smile. "Yeah, okay, I'll remember," he says, and turns to his homies, ending the conversation. Joe tells Baba he's ready to go. Baba complains they just got there, but Joe reminds him of his promise to leave when Joe wanted. This doesn't sit well with Baba. All the way to Filipino Town, he whines about how Joe ruined his night, and he refuses to drive him up to the house, dumping him on Temple instead. As Joe plods up the hill, a strange sound prompts him to look down. The sidewalk is covered with snails. He turns back to see 10 or so crushed to snot in his wake. He hurries across the porch, through the living room, and up the stairs to his room. Janie has tucked a yellow card between his door and the frame. "Get out of hell free," it reads, and there's a drawing of a little man in prison stripes. Joe recites the prayer on the back of the card. "Dear Lord Jesus, I know that I am a sinner." But it doesn't make him feel any better.